Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna be counting down my top 5 horror movies you may not have heard of. Now when I say you may not have heard of, I mean movies created after 2020 that didn't get a wide theatrical release and also are a psychological thriller and not slasher or found footage. I feel like those subgenres are overdone in the streaming age. So without further ado, let's count down my top 5. Starting off in 5th, we have the movie The Retreat. This movie stars Emma Booth and Amy Ryan. It was released in 2021 and is a psychological thriller about a young mother who goes to an isolated cabin with her family for a weekend getaway where they find out there's more there than just themselves. Critics say it's one of the best horror movies to come out in recent years and say that the movie builds suspense very well and is very effective at keeping you on the edge of your seat. Other viewers say it's a must-watch if you're a fan of psychological thrillers and that the acting by both leads is fantastic. I personally thought the movie was pretty good, but I wish it had a bit more substance to it. But it still is a solid watch and definitely deserves a spot on this list. Number 4, we have the movie The Dark and the Wicked. This movie stars Marin Ireland and Michael Abbott Jr. and is about a brother and sister who return home to their isolated farm to help their father care for their dying mother, only to find out there's something sinister going on. Critics said it was one of the most disturbing movies to come out in 2020 and that it has some truly terrifying imagery. Other viewers say it's one of the scariest movies they've ever seen and say that it will stick with them for a long time. I personally thought it was a really good movie, but I can see why some people might find it a little boring at times. But overall, I think it's a great movie and definitely deserves a spot on this list. Number 3, we have the movie Antlers. This movie stars Caitlin Denig and Jesse Plemons. It's about a young teacher who becomes convinced that one of her students is a kind and loving boy who is hiding a dark secret. As she tries to help him, she finds herself in danger. Critics say it's one of the most original horror movies to come out in recent years and say that it has a lot of heart. I personally thought it was a fantastic movie, and I was very surprised at how much I liked it. Number 2, we have the movie His House. This movie stars Wunmi Mosaku and Soap Dirks. It's about a refugee couple from South Sudan who moved to England and try to make a new life for themselves. But they soon realize that their new house is haunted by the ghost of a young girl who died there 100 years ago. Critics say it's one of the most thought-provoking horror movies to come out in recent years and say that it tackles important social issues while still being a great scarefest. Other viewers say it's a must-watch for fans of the genre and say that it will stay with you long after the credits roll. I personally thought it was a fantastic movie, and I was very impressed with how it dealt with its subject matter. Finally, at number 1, we have the movie Midsommar. This movie stars Florence Pugh and Jack Reynor. It's about a group of friends who travel to Sweden to visit a remote village for a midsummer celebration. But they soon realize that the villagers are not what they seem and that the festival is a dangerous and deadly one. Critics say it's one of the most visually stunning horror movies to come out in recent years and say that it's a must-watch for fans of the genre. Other viewers say it's one of the most disturbing movies they've ever seen and say that it will stick with them for a long time. I personally thought it was a great movie, and I was very impressed with how it kept me on the edge of my seat the entire time. So those are my top 5 horror movies you may not have heard of. Do you agree with my choices? If not, what are some of your favorite horror movies that came out after 2020 that didn't get a wide theatrical release? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.